Are we live? I think we're live. I think it's Thursday, and I think we're live. Let me make sure everything's turned off over here. There we go. Looks like we're live. Oh, okay. Let's see who's here. Bagman 444. Three of my lucky numbers there. 444. When I was a kid. Had a lucky number. I don't know why. Bagman 444. At least I do still have Super Chat Charlie. We have to be thankful for these things. Eddie is smoking a cigarette. Tecker Time's waiting. Hello, Roger Flake. Good to see you. What is up, Sophia? Hey, Sophia, you might be my only mod tonight. I'm not sure if Tim's going to be able to show up, but just want to let you know. Yeah, so, Slambo's here. Hey, what's up? Jamie, hello. Salute to you, Jamie. Jamie has been here last few streams and really is quite a helpful person there when especially in times like this week. Oh my God. Cardinal Sin. Hey, thank you, Cardinal Sin. You get a little noise-free Super Chat Charlie here because I know you don't like the noise. Okay, so there's a little quiet Super Chat Charlie for you. Thank you for your kind tip, Cardinal Sin. Now, I'm going to try to say hello to everybody. Derek, Zeb, John Lazaro, hey, Dead Wax, what is up? Oh, cool. That's very cool. Thank you for the package, Dead Wax. Oh man, I'm so psyched. Let me, I got to do this. Whoa, what am I doing? I'm losing track here. Hold on. What? Dead Wax. There we go. Package is on the way. Wow, that's really cool. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm so psyched to see what it is. Good afternoon, Peter Graves, John Lazaro. Hello. And oh, Jamie, my goodness. Jamie, you get the full noise and everything. Whoa, it's Jamie and it's Super Chat Charlie and it's the siren and it's everything. Ah! Holy crap. That was a very kind gesture of you, Jamie. It was very kind of you. Thank you very much. You guys, man, you're already starting this off making me forget about this week. I'm not going to complain this whole time. I just want to start off by telling you a little bit about what has happened. All right, so my friend Tim, my good friend Tim, my moderator here, king moderator here, he may or may not be here today, but he was here for about 2 weeks and just left Monday morning. And late last week, around Thursday, I think it was, maybe Wednesday, I noticed our dear Cricket, Miss Cricket, was looking really sleepy or something. And then I realized her eyes were kind of swollen up a little bit. And then I realized a bunch of goo was coming out. And she just looked uncomfortable. And she was sleeping a lot. And she wasn't her normal self. So I was a little worried. And it was, of course, Friday night or something when I really noticed something was wrong. And you can't really get the vet on the weekends. It's really difficult. So I sent messages out to a couple of my vet friends, kind of telling them the deal. And I thought it might be just cold or something. And after talking to a couple of vet-minded people, we decided it was probably something like a cat virus, something that's within the cat, kind of like a herpes virus or something that might be caused by being stressed out about something or whatever cats get stressed out about. So it's been getting better. I've been dabbing her eyes with a warm cloth a few times a day and getting the gunk out. But now today she's really, really doing much better. And just a little bit of stuff in there every now and then. But she's kind of back to her old self. She's playing more. She's eating and drinking more. And everything looks to be good in that. But it's always stressful when my cat is sick. I mean, my cats are my world, right? So it's always a little bit stressful. So rewind back a little bit. Right around the time I find out Cricket is sick and right around the time Tim is leaving town, I remember being on the phone maybe Sunday night or Monday or something, and I went down to my ankle because it itched a little bit, and I looked kind of near my ankle and the back part of your foot that connects your heel to your leg. Kind of right around there was this little tiny little, looked like a blister. It looked like one piece of poison ivy on my ankle, and I'm not deathly, but I'm very allergic to poison ivy, and I used to get it in crazy ways when I was a kid. So I kind of stay away from it, and now I know what it is. So I looked at it and I was like, that looks like a little tiny blip of poison ivy, which I may have gotten when I was outside a lot this weekend or whatever. So I thought, okay, I'll just leave it alone. It's just one little bleb, one little pinpoint. And then I woke up in the morning and it was this big, like dime-sized big blister. It was so gross, man. It was so gross. I don't want to gross anybody out, but it was gross. And it was full of this like clear liquid stuff. So that morning I had planned to go thrift shopping all day and run a bunch of errands in Durham and Durham, North Carolina, which is about a 30-minute drive from here. And so I just kind of put a Band-Aid on it and went on my way. And I noticed while I was driving, it's rubbing against my shoe, right? And I'm like, oh God. And then the check engine light comes on in my car. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? So I get home and I take care of this blister, which at that point had seen better days. And it was kind of leaking all over me and stuff. And so I'm trying to like clean it up and like put Neosporin on it and put a Band-Aid on it. And then it just keeps coming back. Every day I'd wake up and it'd be back full-fledged. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? Finally called the doctor. I called an urgent care center. Went into urgent care yesterday, got them to look at it and wrap it and give me a prescription for some stuff to put on it. And they said it's not infected, though. It's just an allergic reaction to some kind of spider bite. I've never had a spider bite like that in my life. So on top of the sick cat, the check engine light, and the spider bite, I'm driving around yesterday, maybe the day before, and I'm like seeing all these people at gas stations lined up. I'm like, what is going on? I don't watch the news. I don't watch TV. I don't really pay attention to much of that. So I'm going, oh man, what is going on with the gas? Do I need to get gas? I'm looking at my gas tank. It's like, a quarter or less, right? So I'm like, oh man, what am I going to do? So for the last couple of days, I've been going back and forth to the doctor. I've been going and getting supplies from grocery stores. All the while, there's no gas around that I can find. And if there is, it's a long line. I've got such little gas left in my car now that it's like I just have to leave it in the driveway until I hear that there's gas somewhere close, and then I'll go get gas. But right now I'm stuck here. But it's good that I'm stuck here because my foot's all messed up and the cat is sick. I got to take care of her. But on top of all that, it's just been relentless kind of work, toil, eBay toil, like the worst eBay toil. I have to go through all of my 700 and something items and change little bits of each listing to fit eBay's new format. It's a long story, but it's a very tedious job to go through 1 item, 2 item, 3 item, open them all up, change things, close them back, save them. It's been 2.5 days of that nonstop. So when I'm not here talking to you in front of the screen, I've been working on eBay, cleaning my foot, taking care of the cat, and wondering what the hell's wrong with my car. Can't take my car in yet because I have no gas. But anyway, looks like everything's looking up and up. My foot's healing. Cricket's feeling better. Who knows what's wrong with the car? Man, I'm ready to open this up right now. Okay, and then I'm going to catch up with the chat. I just had to tell you guys a little bit about what's going on. And it's just, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to get to the post office next couple of days. I guess I'm going to have to walk all my eBay packages to the post office. That's what I'm going to do. But it was just lucky that I have 3 beers left in the fridge from last week because I didn't go to the grocery store and get any alcohol since last weekend. So I have that. I have this left over from a little get together we had. So I think I have everything I need to have a good time with you guys. So let me see here. I'm going to catch up with the chat now. All right. Please forgive me. Oh, Hop Frog. Oh, man, that was so very nice of you, Hop Frog. I'm going to give you a little Super Chat Charlie dance. Oh, yeah, the light-up toilet does the trick. And then you get the Kiss-style Firehouse light over here. Woo! Firehouse light. And you get praise and thanks from me. Thank you, Hop Frog. That was very sweet of you. Ryan Kidd's in the house. Hold on. All right, let me catch up here. Okay, Jamie, yep. Zeb, yep. I got Tecker Time, yep. Cardinal Sin, yep. Ryan Kidd, okay. Hey, Rachel, the music man. Thank you for your kind. See, things are already feeling better, you guys. Thank you for being here. I've been kind of out of sorts for the last few days, so my goodness. I appreciate you, Rachel and Hop Frog, and let's see who else popped in here. Mutant Potato, hello. Wow. Low Noise Jason, what's happening? I already said hi to Slambo. Hope your cat gets better. Mine came home the other day from being outside and was mauled. Oh, no, he's in He's in a cone now with some antibiotics. Oh, yeah. Ryan, take care of that God. Take care of that God. Make it feel good as much as you can, because they don't deserve that, do they? They don't deserve that. Now, humans, on the other hand, sometimes they deserve to get ill, but not the cats. So passing on some good vibes to your cat there, Ryan. That's this is why I only have indoor cats now. For the last, I don't know, 20 years, 15 years, I've only owned cats that are just indoors, because there's way too much stuff out there that is threatening. And I understand it's kind of hard to bring a cat in that's been an outdoor cat, but man, if you ever get a new cat, make it indoor only, because there is so much out there that can damage a poor kitty, and that is not cool. It was a horrible, well, it was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm looking at the comments here. I know you guys don't know what I'm commenting on, but I'm just trying to catch up here. Low Noise got his first AZ shot. Okay, well, the first one's easy, Low Noise. The second one might be a little doozy. Wax Ecstatics here. Hello, man. Nice to see you. Thanks for showing up. Chick Eastwater. Hello. Haven't seen you in a while. Hello. Nice to see you. Who else? I want to make sure I get everybody. Let me just scroll here really quick. Grease Paint's here. What's up? Adam Gomez. What? Yeah. Okay, cool. Adam Gomez of the Dickies. Let me try to go to StreamYard here so I can put this up on the screen. Adam Gomez has some great news here. Boom. Adam Gomez, drummer for the Dickies, says, Michael, I hope you and your cat child are getting better. Yes, we are. Thank you. Cool news. Dickies are rehearsing very soon for shows, and I just did a new drum track for Killer Clowns composer John. Wow, that is great. That is great. Yeah, I'm glad to hear everybody's back into the swing of rehearsing. I know that we have some shows at thedickies.com that are listed for later this year. So, yeah, I'm excited, and I really hope New York City happens for the Dickies around Halloween. God, that would be great, wouldn't it? So, anyway, everybody here, if I missed a certain comment that you made that I haven't answered, I see a lot of people saying hello to each other, so that's really cool. But if I missed anything, please ask again. I'm now hopefully caught up on. Okay, Jamie says, thoughts on the recent Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominee announcement? Well, I don't know. I could have predicted it probably. I didn't really think Devo was going to get in, but I thought there might be a pretty good chance, because I didn't know how much the fan vote really counted, but I figured that the people who were behind the voting and who it really had pull would finally give them their due this year, since Akron did all this promotion and there was a whole lot of hype around Devo getting in this year. So, but you know what? Like I said before, I wanted them to get in there for totally selfish reasons. I just wanted them to play a concert up there at the Rock Hall. I wanted to be there to work at it. I wanted to see the Go-Go's get initiated in or nominated or whatever you call it. I love the Go-Go's. So it was just a selfish thing for me. I mean, Devo, sure, they want to be in and I want them to be in, but really it was all about, I want to go play the show with Devo. I want to go work it, CDC rocking the good news today. Okay, fill me in. I don't watch the news typically. So, hey, what's up? It's Yins Lee Victor. That's awesome. Thanks for being here, Lee. Oh, my God. Let me take another sip of this. But, yeah, I really appreciate everybody being here. It's making me feel great already that everybody came by. I'm not going to talk anymore about how bad the week was. Dead Wax. What's up with the cat? He says, the cat, my cat Cricket had some kind of eye thing going on. It was allergic reaction or some kind of cat herpes or pink eye or whatever the hell it was. We think it was some kind of virus that the cat was probably born with that just got activated somehow by stress or whatever. Anyway, she just had goo coming out of her eyes and her eyes were kind of swole for a few days and she was sleeping a lot and kind of lethargic, but now she is getting back on track. So hopefully she'll come by and you can see that she's doing a lot better. Ed Topo, what's up? Topo? I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize. Man, there's lots going on in the chat. I'm trying to keep up. Disappointing, but the Go-Go's are, plus Kraftwerk got in. Mutant Potatoes saying this. Let me go back to StreamYard here. Your cat has that also, Dead Wax. the eye thing? Does it come and go quite often, or what's the deal there? Yeah, no, it was poor kitty for a few days. I was like literally just taking care of her all day, letting her sleep on me as much as she wanted, which is like all the time. And, it was an ordeal, but we're past it, I think. Yeah, seasonal. Okay, well, I'll have to watch out for it next season. I'll know what to do, and I know that it will pass, but I just have to make it as comfortable for the cat as I can while it's doing its thing. Slambo says he just got second shot. Okay, cool. Well, I guess you're doing okay. Some people like me, man, that second shot put me out for a couple of days, just real tired, not really sick feeling, but just, wow, tired. So I'm going to put a link up in a minute. Let me just make sure I have it handy. So, people can join me on screen if they want. I'm talking to humans this week very much. So that would be nice to talk to people face to face. Lee Victor says, I haven't minded masks. CCTV doesn't know who I am, and no men have told me to smile. That's funny. Yeah, I know the ladies have a problem with that, men telling them to smile. Well, I don't mind the mask either because I think I look better in it, and I get more compliments on my mask than I do my face. So I got some pretty cool masks. I got the Animal Crackers masks. I got the Devo masks. I got the Dickies mask. And, so I'm always getting compliments on the masks. My face, not so much. So you know what? Maybe I'll just wear the mask for whatever. I'll just wear them because I look better in them. That's all. A little hard to do this drink with them, but maybe we can figure that out. All right. So, Zeb says, what? One thumb up. What? One thumb up. Why? I think there's something screwy with the YouTubes and the likes and stuff. Because last time we did a stream, the likes were stuck on like 4 for the first hour, I think. And then all of a sudden they jumped up to whatever it was, 20 or 30 something. But I think there's a little delay. Oh, okay. Hey, low noise. He's got to go pop out. He's got to go pop out some food. Are you popping out food out of your body, or are you popping in food? You're popping out to pop in. Anyway, thanks for coming, Jason. I will try to stop by tomorrow night unless any more crazy havoc happens this week. But so now there's 20. 19. Okay. Yeah. So it's weird. There's a little delay right now with YouTube. And I think last week, if I'm not mistaken, the chat was really delayed too. I was responding to things like 20 minutes after they were said or something. But in any case, I think it's all, you'll be back. Okay. Low noise. Skids, come on back. I'm going to try to hang out here as long as I can tonight. I'm pretty exhausted, but I like hanging out, which is, so John's seeing 7. Yeah, see, it's all over the place, right? I don't know what's going on. Who knows? Doesn't really matter. But I do appreciate all the thumbs ups. That helps the YouTube magic happen. It pets the YouTube beast, makes it purr like a cat. So everybody pet the YouTube beast by putting those thumbs in places. You know what I mean? I'm going to drink more of this. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for being here. Okay, now I've been when my friend Tim was here, I think I mentioned this last stream, I was having him help me do a lot of things that I really can't do by myself, like lift things out of my attic and switch things around from storage space to storage space. I was just trying to do some spring cleaning and spring organization. I was rooting around the Devo storage space, trying to find a couple of items that I needed, and decided to just rearrange everything and clean it out. So we were doing that, and I found a lot of crazy stuff in my attic that I forgot I had. Old drawings I did when I was a kid and whatever. Now, this is one thing I found that I could probably use on the streams coming up, if it still works. What we have here is a vintage 1990s remote-controlled fart machine, okay? So I have a remote-controlled fart machine, and you see here on the back it says, place double-face tape here. And now, where are you going to tape it? I don't know. But you're going to make somebody think that somebody's farting. Who knows? I don't know where this came from. I know I never bought a fart machine in my life. So this must have been a gift from somebody years ago. But here we are. Hopefully, next stream, I'll have the fart machine working. And that way, Sophia won't feel so alone. Sorry, Sophia. Had to do that. But yeah, I do not have batteries for it yet because I don't have gas to drive to the store to get batteries. So One day we're going to have batteries for the fart machine. Now, I think I should praise you all and give thanks for you being here by taking a shot, because Super Chat Charlie calls the shots, and you guys have already made Super Chat Charlie dance, so I'm going to dance into this whiskey shot right here. Now, I haven't had one of these since last weekend, and I'm looking forward to it. Last weekend, and now it's coming back. Okay, here we go. Cheers, everybody. Thank you so much for being here on this Thursday, the end of this very stressful week. Cheers. Whiskey time. All right. Okay, I'm going to put this. Oh, wait. What'd she say? What does it say? So when someone sits down, you hit the button and they fart. I don't know if you have to wait till they sit down. I think it might be even something where you put it in a stall next to somebody, in a bathroom stall, or you might put it in a cubicle next to somebody or under somebody's desk. And then during the meeting, everybody thinks they're farting. Who knows? It probably doesn't sound real. I mean, it's coming out of this little plastic thing. So how real could it sound, right? It's probably ridiculous and stupid. But hey, I tend to be into stuff that's ridiculous and stupid. So we're going to make it work one day if we can. Oh yeah, this link. I'm going to put this link in the chat, and if anybody wants to come hang out, we can do that. No pressure. No pressure. I know that at some point, I think Sophia is going to come up here and show us great stuff she got from Alternative Tentacles, the record label Alternative Tentacles, which is most famous for being the label that Dead Kennedys were on back in the day. It was a very important label for me as a teenager. And in fact, on my last live stream last week, I wore an Alternative Tentacles logo shirt. So anyway, she just got this big package from Alternative Tentacles because they had a sale recently. And I think she's going to show them, hopefully. I think maybe she says she might. Okay, well, she might. What else is going on? Jamie, I know I've mentioned this before. If you're still here, Jamie, every time you put a super chat up there, I tell you, I'll send you one of these if you want one. And I never really notice whether you say you want one or not. But if you do want one, get me your mailing address somehow and I'll send you one. And I'll even send you the Punk Jesus too. I'll send you the Punk Jesus and I'll send you Gene Simmons Jesus, okay? Because I feel like I should send you something. You're so nice to me. Oh, Eddie, you're going to be at Punk Rock Bowling? You're going to be at Punk Rock Bowling, Eddie? Oh, yeah. Yeah, if Devo's there, I'm there for sure. And boy, I really hope that everything works out and we can do that. Speaking of Devo, I was going to announce some really cool product news this week. Pardon me. But it was a horrible week for one thing, but the news got delayed till probably next week. But I'm very excited to tell you about it. And I'm very excited to put the video up about it that I shot already. And we're just waiting for that. Now, tomorrow, I might have some other Devo news to throw at you. So around, maybe noon East Coast time tomorrow, be looking at the Devo social media and websites and all that stuff. I will not be sending an email to the Devo mailing list about the news that we're posting tomorrow yet. I'm going to kind of make it part of an email that I'm doing for the other news I'm waiting to have happen next week. I'm trying to lump all the news into one email, right now. So anyway, for all the Devo fans out there, there's stuff to be announced soon. So stay tuned. Okay. So, all right, great, Jamie. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong. Okay, cool. All right, great. So Jamie, thank you. I just wanted to know for sure if I should be sending you something or not. I still want to send you something. I got to send you something cool someday. All right. So everything's great. You guys are here. I'm here. We got Super Chat Charlie. I got my baby room monitor too, just in case we need to make some ruckus. Who else is having a drink with me? I don't really like drinking alone. So I would like to know if anybody else is imbibing in the poison. with me at this time. Super Chat Charlie doesn't drink anymore. He used to drink back in the 70s. And then when I adopted him in the probably late 80s, he was already clean. He was already sober, and he took up, he kind of got into light up toilets as a vice. But that doesn't hurt him. Everybody loves him for that. And he's not an asshole when he's got the light up toilet, but he was when he drank too much. So let that be a lesson to everybody out there. Dead Wax, thank you for the cheers. Lee Victor says beer. You're drinking beer, Lee Victor? Oh, you're drinking milk? That's cool. That could be a vice too, as long as you're drinking something with me. I just don't like drinking alone. Mad Dog 2020. Eddie's really kind of making it happen tonight for us. He's kind of he's there, man. He's there with us. Now, unfortunately, I think my dinner tonight might be this leftover bag of Doritos. Not the whole thing, but a few handfuls. I really don't have much here in the way of groceries because of this gas shortage. But I'm gonna lose some weight, I guess, just eating Doritos. It's so sad. I had a bunch of food here and groceries here when Tim was here, but we kind of timed it pretty well to the groceries ran out when he left. So if I would have known about this gas shortage thing, I maybe would have got some groceries. Fight Milk, John Lazaro says. I hope Fight Milk plays the devotional. That's what I hope. Oh, Slambo's got a fresh Coca-Cola here. Now, Slambo, let me tell you something about Coca-Cola and me. I was a caffeine soda pop addict for many years. Had one a day at least, if not two or three. Usually would start in the morning, just like people have their coffee. I would have my fizzy whatever drink. And then right as the whole sickness pandemic corona thing started, I quit drinking sodas and caffeine. And that lasted for about a year and something. But now recently when my friend Tim was down here, I kind of fell off the wagon. So I was drinking some caffeine to help keep my engine running while we were doing all this moving from attics to storage space and stuff. And I did fall off the wagon. But now I told myself that once Tim goes back home, I stop doing the sodas. So I haven't had one since he left. So I'm going to try to keep it that way. But yeah, oh man, fresh Coca-Cola always sounds good to me. It is a Eddie. Eddie is making reference to a former Thursday stream that I did some time ago. Oh, I don't know, a couple weeks, few weeks, a month ago. And yeah, I'm going to leave that. I'm just going to leave that for the people who know what that is. Sophia has a wrench. You guys made me laugh. All right, great. Victory. I haven't laughed in days. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys. Yeah, don't forget. Eddie's got a wrench of some kind there. A bootleg wrench. I love Coke Zero too much. I know. It's hard to give that stuff up. I mean, that fizzy caffeine is good. Now, coffee, on the other hand, I have no love for. Never had any love for it. Don't like that drug. Dead Wax. Totally agree. Totally agree. Especially the pharmaceutical speed. Very good for you. There are several things that friends of mine have told me about that are better than caffeine and way healthier. Oh, for sure. Hail pharmaceuticals. Now, Jason says, how have your teeth held up over the years? I used to be a soda addict, sometimes 6 a day. Whoa, that's amazing. I've never been that much of a soda addict. Here's what would happen. Typically, now for years, this was my routine. I always eat breakfast out of the house. I don't know why. It's just like when I get up in the morning, I got to get out of the house and do something before I come back and start working, right? So I get up, I go to get some fast food biscuit thing or whatever. And I always would get a big, not a big, but a medium-sized soda with that, full of ice and soda. And then before I leave the restaurant, I'd get a refill. I'd take that refill home, and then I would put it in my bathroom sink, because otherwise, if I put it anywhere else, the cats will knock it over and make a big mess, because they love knocking drinks over. So I put it in the sink of my bathroom, and I go to work. And then for like the next 3 or 4 or 5 hours, I'll just go back to this drink and sip on it every now and then, just get a little hit, And because it's full of ice, it just stays cold and fresh for hours, literally. So I would just sip on it between breakfast and lunch, sip on this caffeinated, albeit watered down drink. So that was my addiction. And then every now and then I would also get one for lunch, but I very rarely ever drank caffeine at night unless it was like a social event or something. But yeah, caffeine is a drug. And I drank sodas as a drug, although they did taste good. But there was a reason that we drink those things that keep us up, Yeah. Jamie says, dang, Jason. Yeah, that's a lot of soda, man. But I don't think you're alone, Jason. I think a lot of people drink sodas like that. Uber Eats has 30 off your first delivery. What? 30 off your first? Oh, well, see, here's the thing, Ken. I'm a bachelor. I live here alone. My cats don't eat that kind of food. So it's hard for me to order Uber Eats or anything like that, because I don't want a whole bunch of food. And usually there's a minimum, right? You have to order $10 worth, $15 worth, whatever. It just doesn't make much sense to me when I can just fast and lose weight, over the next couple of days. Fine. I can stand to lose a little something. Martin Jones is here. Hey, what's up, Martin? Nice to see you. Now, Martin Jones and I have a connection because of the Dickies. We're both big fans of the Dickies. And when we met on YouTube, we really didn't know that we had met previously face-to-face in New York City at a Dickies concert. He bought a shirt for me or something, and then I had a rubber mask that he bought. I think it was a rubber mask, a Dickies mask. I had Dickies autograph it for him. So anyway, we have this connection. He wants me to talk about the Plasmatics. Well, I mean, I love the Plasmatics. I never saw them live. I never met any of the Plasmatics, unfortunately. But what I can tell you about the Plasmatics is that my friend Thor the rock warrior, the heavy metal singer from Canada, he was a good friend. He and his wife, Rusty, who's still a good friend of mine. Rusty lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. Her stage name was Pantera and Cherry Bomb back in the day of Thor, the rock warrior. Anyway, they were friends with Wendy O. Williams, and they were friends with her before she was in the Plasmatics. And I remember in the 90s, in the mid to late 1990s, when I was at Thor's house in Charlotte, North Carolina, we were going through boxes of like old memorabilia and old stuff that they had taken out of their attic or whatever. And in that box was a letter from Wendy O. Williams to them saying, hey guys, how's it going? Hope North Carolina is good, whatever. Hey, I just started a new band and we came up with a name. It's called Plasmatics. What do you think of the name? And I was like, Rusty, do you know what you have here? Thor, do you know what you have here? This is like gold. Please don't lose this. I should have taken a picture of it. What I wanted to do was get it from them and scan it or whatever. I wanted to, but now it's gone. They lost it or something. They can't find it. But I remember it. I remember seeing it, and it was amazing because I remember it was either written in pencil or like very faint ballpoint pen. I can't remember, but it was intriguing to see a letter from Wendy O saying, hey, we just came up with a name for the band. So that's my Plasmatics story. Let me try to catch up on the chat. Oh, Michael Pilmer, take a pee, have a sip. I don't need to pee. I can have a sip, though. Oh, my God. I'm feeling so much better, guys. I was like, not really close, but I was considering not even streaming tonight because I was so beat down. But this is great. You guys are making me feel great. Jason Kessler's here, and he wants to remind us not only that he drank 6 sodas a day at one point, but Jolt Cola. Yes, I do remember Jolt Cola. In fact, a great band that I've loved for years called the Warlock Pinchers did a song about Jolt Cola that you might want to look up. Warlock Pinchers. He said there's too much caffeine in your bloodstream. I bet that. I cannot Uber Eats Chinese food without spending $50 on a personal buffet. Yeah, that's bad news, man. I can't do that at my age. I mean, weight just like sticks to you when you get to be a certain age, and you have to work to keep it off. And I don't like to work to keep it off. So I try not to eat too much. Yeah, plus tip is expensive. It is expensive. Uber Eats and Grubhub and all that stuff, that's for rich people, man. I can't be spending money like that. Now, if there's a situation where there's a bunch of people here and we're all ordering out and we all chip in, then it becomes affordable, but not just me and my lonely self. Hey, Meowser, don't go up there, honey. Meowser's getting into some stuff that she shouldn't be getting into right now. Come here, hon. Come here. Meowser, come here. People want to see you. Okay, here she comes. Come on. Here she comes. Oh, Meowser, how are you? Yeah, Meowser's been kind of starved for attention since I've been like rubbing Cricket's eyes and taking good care of Cricket and kind of pampering Cricket a little bit lately. Meowser has felt a little left out. So today, Meowser and I have had some good lap time together, and she has been walking around my computer a lot like she is right now, and she's probably going to show you her butthole. She likes to do that every now and then. Now, let me catch up on the thing here because you guys are going nuts in the chat. All the sugar and twice the caffeine. That's right. That's the Warlock Pinchers. That's in the Warlock Pinchers song, of course. Martin Jones, I hope you liked the plasmatics story. And I probably told it before, but man, I'm trying to catch up. Larry Fine. I don't know if I've seen you here before. And if I have, I apologize for not remembering. What happened? I thought the Dave Grohl and other staff members, this is I don't know. Larry, I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works. I find it interesting that the Foo Fighters got in before Devo, though, because the Foo Fighters were influenced by Devo. I mean, Dave Grohl's a huge Devo fan. I mean, who isn't really? I mean, most bands out there are Devo fans, I think. But I don't know how it all works, Larry. I'm not too stressed out about it, you know? It is what it is. Oh, Wax Ecstatic liked her work as Cherry Bomb. Well, you know, she did more than that kind of work as Cherry Bomb, Wax Ecstatic. You know, Tuco, my friend Wax Ecstatic here, he played in Thor's band in the, I think, 2006 tour that we went on. I was a tour manager. He was a bass player. Thor was ripping across the nation in a little tiny van, and it was amazing. It was a good time. Anyway, Cherry Bomb, Rusty, a.k.a. Pantera, Thor's ex-wife, when I met her, she started telling me about how she wrote for all these early rock magazines. Like there was one called New Wave Rock, pardon me, that had Kiss on the cover of their first issue. So, of course, I bought it when I was a kid. But it really was a magazine mostly about New Wave Rock. They had articles about the Dead Boys, or Ramones, all that kind of stuff. And it turns out that Cherry Bomb, a.k.a. Rusty Hamilton and Pantera, she wrote articles in that book, in that magazine that I still have. I still have New Wave Rock magazine in my collection. And she wrote one of the articles that I read when I was a kid. And so she has this fantastic story about being completely dedicated to rock and roll for most of her life. And she followed her passions, and it led her to great places. And let that be a lesson to you all. I'm trying to catch up with you guys, man, but you're talking way faster than I. Wait, Chick got kicked out? You got kicked out? Chick, what are you talking about? I think you guys are having a conversation apart from me, and I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Chick says, what? Foo Fighters in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? That's obvious special treatment. Yeah, well, they kind of should have thrown Devo in first, right? I mean, but you know what? At the end of the day, honestly, I don't have huge respect for places like the Rock Hall or the Grammys or the Emmys or any of that stuff. I really don't care. And I really think it's more about money and popularity contests than anything. And so who cares? Yeah, it'd be great if Devo got their due, but you know, whatever. Chick Eastwater, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I met Chick Eastwater. It was one of the people that I ran across here on YouTube early on before I was doing a lot of streaming. I was just kind of like hopping around to other people's streams, watching how they did it before I started doing it myself. And she was one of the people that I ran across, and she is always here. Oh, wait, I say she, but I don't really know, Chick, if you're a she or a he. I'm sorry if I said, I see the word chick and I think she, but you know, your image looks like a he. I don't know. Who knows? But I tend to assume sometimes, and I apologize. Oh, now, Larry Fine says something. ABC Fridays had the plasmatics. Devo's cars. Yeah, I saw that Plasmatics one, Larry. That was amazing. Any footage of the Plasmatics or Wendy O, even the interviews she did, they're fantastic. I have this VHS tape somewhere of a bunch of Plasmatics bootleg footage, TV stuff, interviews, live stuff. And man, I watched the hell out of that. And I hope it still works. I'm going to dig it out one day and see if I can make it work, because there's some good stuff. Oh, I like how Chick Eastwater called it steams instead of streams, because it does get steamy in here sometimes. Hey, Meowser, do you want help with that? Meowser's trying to dig into a blanket to try to cocoon herself. Go ahead, here. There you go. There, I had to open it up for a little bit so she can get her nest. She's nesting right now, you guys. But yeah, Meowser's felt a little left out lately, and so I've had to Oh, okay, you're definitely a girl. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. So thank you, Chick. Thank you for being here so much. And older girl. Ha! Well, join me, the older guy. All right. Here we are, older. The Plasmatics were on solid gold too. Oh yeah. Blood of the Monster. Man, I love every era of the Plasmatics. I can appreciate the metal stuff and the punk stuff. I think she was just terribly creative and prolific in her day, and it's a shame that life got her down so much that she left us. But just imagine what Wendy O could be doing today, like some reunion tour. I think she'd probably still look great. I might be wrong, but I think she was a vegetarian, or maybe kind of like animal rights ish, but maybe she was, healthier than most people would be at an older age. I'm just thinking, wow, what could she do right now? What could she be doing? Imagine if Wendy Williams had her own like YouTube page or podcast or live streaming, blowing up cars when she's in her 60s. Wouldn't that be great? Oh man, I would watch the hell out of that. And I would buy every tour shirt. Hey, Ian Shannon's here. Old people's pants do that shit. So Ian Shannon and I have been friends for many years. We worked in this collective of people called Wiffle Fist for many years. It was kind of an industrial, experimental, weirdo band of people. Not a band, but a group of people, kind of like a record label. And it was just weird music and weird live shows and art performances and stuff. And so anyway, Crapper Keeper, which is one of the bands that I was in, had a song called Old People's Pants Do That Shit. Old People's Pants Do That Shit. And I don't know where we got that. I think it was because sometimes when you look at old people's pants, the butts get kind of square and the crotch kind of puffs out sometimes on old people's pants. So we just made this song up called Old People's Pants Do That Shit. And his comment made me think of that. So there we have it. Yeah. So Sophia says, I remember hearing she was really athletic and ran like 5 miles a day. Yeah. So that's the vibe I'm getting, is that if she was around today, she'd be a fairly fit, older woman, but I think she would still be creative and weird. And I wish somehow her spirit and her soul and her energy and her vibe could zoom into somebody else. Oh, Sophia, maybe you would take the spirit of Wendy O in your soul. Maybe you could accept Wendy O as your personal spirit guide. And I think she would probably do that for you. I mean, she's up, she's down, she's around. And I'm sure a personality like hers is not gone. So maybe you should channel her a little bit, Sophia. Wouldn't that be great? I'd like to see Sophia blow up a Cadillac with a couple of sticks of dynamite. After she's 18, of course. But I would like to see that happen, Sophia, just to let you know. I know you have a wrench. Don't go crazy. But I would like to see you blow up a car. 7:40 a.m. Welcome. Nice to see you again. Michael, have you heard the re-released Jihad Jerry record? Of course. I have the test pressing right over here of the vinyl. Yeah, it's great. It's great. The new song is incredible. And the new song has Steve Bartek from Oingo Boingo on it. So for those of you who don't know, Jerry Casale of Devo released a solo album, I think it was back in 2006, called Jihad Jerry and the Evildoers. And it was called Mine Is Not a Holy War, was the album title. And it was very of its time. There was a lot of jihad talk in the media back then. And so now, it was only released on CD back then. So now they're reissuing it with a bonus track. Sorry about all the burps, but that's what this stuff does. Wine and beer and stuff. Anyway, so now they're reissuing it on vinyl. And I don't know if they're really calling it Jihad Jerry and the Evildoers right now. It might be just under the name Gerald V. Casale. But anyway, it's the full Jihad Jerry album plus one extra song, a new song, which they did with Steve Bartek of Oingo Boingo. Oh my God. And basically the Jihad Jerry album has every member of Devo on it playing in some form. So it's kind of like a Devo record with a big old Jerry spin on it, you know? But it's great. You'll love it. If you like Devo, if you like funky, new wave, post-punk, pop, Devo music, you're going to dig it. And the Steve Bartek new track is awesome. And I'm just so glad that the Oingo Boingo and Devo worlds could mesh finally, because they never really have, you know? Yeah, it's Devo's Gerald V. Casale, a.k.a. Yeah. So, which is smart. It's a smart thing to do because that title, G.I. Jerry and the Evildoers, is a little dated. It refers back to a time long ago. But yeah, the music on it is solid, and the graphics on this new reissue are fantastic. I forget the name of the artist who did them, but they're great. Also, speaking of Devo Record Store Day releases, which the G.I. Jerry record is a RSD drop, they call it, where they just drop them at mom and pop shops across the nation, and they don't put them in big chains, which is kind of a cool way that Record Store Day is getting people to go to these little small shops to support them during these, you know, hard times over these last year or whatever. So anyway, the G.I. Jerry is one of those RSD drop releases. And another one is the Devo release called Somewhere with Devo. And basically it's one side of the record is a live recording that they made in 1988, which was previously released as a part of a double album called Now It Can Be Told, Devo Live at the Palace. And it was a 1988 show. And at the very end of the show, they did this kind of medley of songs, Devo songs and otherwise, called the Somewhere Suite. And it was like Somewhere with Devo. So they took this 15, 17-minute song, whatever it is, put it on one side of the record. And I think the other side is all remixes by this DJ named Kinky, DJ Kinky, I think his name was. And I think he did remixes of some of their songs back in 2009, 2010, something like that. Warner Brothers was supposed to release them, I think, but they never did. So they've just been kind of sitting around. And they're really great remixes of some old Devo tracks and some stuff off the Something for Everybody album, which came out in 2010. So great remixes. And taking that Somewhere Suite, that live performance of that 14, 17-minute song, taking it out of that live show release and putting it separately on an album by itself kind of really made me pay attention to it more, because I had heard that live record over and over again, and you get to the end of it and there's this fantastic, 17, 15-minute song medley of Devo tracks, and it's pretty cool, but it's after hearing that whole live show, right? When you pull it out and put it by itself, it's really quite an impressive piece. I mean, it stands out much more to me. Anyway, I'm running my mouth. I'm really sorry. I'm trying to catch up on the chat as usual. Geez, man, I'm really trying here, you guys. Sorry. Oh, watch Laura Anderson's Home of the Brave show. You know what? I heard something about that. Wait a second. What? Cardinal, did you just send another $5 or was that from earlier? Wait a second. Cardinal, what are you doing? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make the noise happen. There's the light up toilet for the Cardinal. Cardinal, that was just now you did that. I'm noticing the timestamp on that now. My goodness. Thank you, Cardinal. You're such a sweet person. Cardinal Sin has his own channel, of course, now, and he does these constantly. He's constantly streaming about paranormal stuff and the geekiest, nerdiest, great stuff you could imagine. Go over there and check him out. Now, Cardinal, what are you asking about? How do we get one Michael Pilmer? Oh, the RSD releases, the Record Store Day drops. Well, you have to go to this mom and pop shops. You have to call your mom and pop shops around your area, wherever that may be. And I guess you have to ask, did you order this record? And if they did, swoop in there and get it. I mean, I'm not really a Record Store Day expert. I don't really do Record Store Day that often, if ever. I don't really buy Record Store Day releases that often, if ever. But I do know that that's how they're planning to do it. They're dropping them at these mom and pop shops, not the big chains. I don't think you'll find them at Amoeba. I mean, possibly I could be wrong, but I think the idea is to drop them at these not chain stores, you know. So the major chains have crap for music selections. Yeah, I hardly ever go in them, but I got to say, Amoeba rules. And Cardinal Sin, thank you again and for that super chat. And here's the light for you. Look at that light. Doesn't it remind you of Kiss, either Hotter Than Hell or Firehouse? I think Firehouse comes to mind. You know, Firehouse. You know, Paul Stanley says Firehouse. I can't do it properly, but he says Firehouse in a really good way. But thank you, Cardinal, for your support. Yeah, so here we go. 7:40 a.m. says, on the Record Store Day website, you can put your postal code in, and it will show what stores are around. Oh, there you go. That's your first step. And then you call the store and say, hey, did you happen to order the Diva release or the Jihad Gerald Casale release? Then you're golden. Because, you know, here's the thing. It's a niche market, right? Not everybody's going to be out looking for the Devo and the Jerry Casale releases. So if you get your foot in the door and get your do your homework before these are released, and I don't remember when Record Store Day is, to tell you the truth. I think it's in June or something, maybe July. I don't know. But if you do your homework and track them down, I'm sure you will prevail. I'm just so lucky that I don't have to track them down because I get Devo releases anyway for the archives. But if I did have to track it down, I would. For these two releases, I certainly would. But thank goodness I don't have to. You know what I mean? Hey, I want to drink more of this so I can get another one. And look, I want to thank you all again. You are making my night so much better than I thought it was going to be. Now, let me ask you this. Let's go back to the likes situation here. There was some talk earlier in the stream about the likes being kind of off, like people seeing different numbers. Like right now, if I go to my YouTube page and see the stream that's happening, it still says 4 likes. I'm going to hit refresh and see what happens. Hit refresh. And now what does it say? Now it says 27 likes. Okay, so there is a weird thing with the likes these days where what you're seeing might not be real. And not that it matters. I know you don't care what the likes are, but I'm just saying there's a weird glitch in the YouTubes right now, I think. And now Derek, hey, Derek, nice to see you. Nice dome. Is that an energy dome in your little icon there? I think it is. Nice seeing you. June 12th is Record Store Day, he says. That's good info. Peter Graves, Sophia. Oh, yeah, right. The black, the white, the red cover. Oh, still an evildoer. Let's see. Larry Fine says, no. Footage of the New Traditionalist tour is very hard to find. Your best bet is to look up Devo's performance on Fridays. It was a late night TV show in the early 80s. They have a fantastic peek at the New Traditionalist show there, but it's just a peek. It's not the full thing, but it is good to see them on the treadmills and in the pumps. Yeah. Wait a second. Okay. You just have to mentally, manually update it. And then John Lazaro has a great thing here. He sees 666 likes, which that would surprise me, but it would make me happy. I mean, if there was a lower number that represented the darkness like that number does, I would appreciate it too. But that number right there, I would much appreciate seeing that many likes. Maybe you can call all your family and friends right now and just tell them to come over and like it. If we get up to 666 likes today, I'll survive on Doritos for the next 3 days. I don't know. Numbers, man. I don't like numbers anyway. Yeah, it doesn't auto refresh anymore, Wayne says. It's weird, right? You have to like manually refresh it these days. It would be incredible to see live footage of Race of Doom. Yes, it would. Well, you know, actually, okay, they've never done I don't think they've done Race of Doom since I've seen them play live, but they did do Going Under, which is great. It's really great to see them do Going Under. Now, Mutant Potato says 66 likes and 0 dislikes would probably break some type of record. I'm into breaking records. I need some 3D Doritos. Are those puffy ones, Lee? Those like swollen blister Doritos? Those like pregnant Doritos? Are you talking about the pregnant Doritos, Lee? I think I tried those once. I don't know why, but they didn't do it for me. It didn't taste like real Doritos or something. 664, the neighbor of the beast. That's true. Oh, 740 says, I'm waiting for GVC to do the fourth dimension. That would be great. I love that song. Oh, yeah, the poofy ones. The poofy ones. Yes. Yeah, I don't know why those didn't turn me on. I don't know. Pregnant Doritos, though. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Miko. Nice to see you, Miko. There we go. Sophia likes that, too. Pregnant Doritos. Want to start a band, Sophia? Pregnant Doritos? We'd probably get sued by Nabisco, whoever. Who owns this? Who owns this trademark? What is this company? Oh, I don't know. Who knows? Anybody know who makes Doritos? We can solve that problem right now if we have some sleuths out there. Oh, yeah. So Fourth Dimension by Devo is completely underrated. Yeah. Now she's somewhere in the fourth dimension. She's living in 4D. She'll find herself a new direction. Yeah. I love that. I love that song. Oh, Carlin has a great answer to who owns Doritos. Free to lay. No lays are free. I remember one of my friends claimed they talked about when Mothersbaugh and his mom, Mary Mothersbaugh, and said he and Alan liked to watch Wild Wild West back in the day. Oh, yeah, well, they were from that era, of course. But I think Mary, wait a second, Maria. I'm thinking Maria Mothersbaugh. Mary was the mother. Maria was, I think, Bob's ex-wife. So let's see here. Frito-Lay. Yep, Frito-Lay owns Doritos. Okay, we have that. Fourth Dimension is one of the only good songs of that era. I don't know. I have to disagree. When Shout came out, when the album Shout came out, I was a little freaked out and disappointed at first because the cover had some children on it. Oh, children. Oh, God. Why did Devo have children on an album cover? I hated it. But then when I found out who the children were, it all made sense. But the record, the music on that album, it took a while, but it did grow on me. And I became a fan, back then when I was a kid. I listened to it maybe 2 or 3 times and was confused. But then some of those songs started playing in my head, and so I listened to the album again. And I love the album. I love Shout. I love Smooth Noodle Maps, another not so popular Devo album. Love it. I've loved that one from the get-go, though. Never was weirded out by that one. Lee Victor is always speaking the truth here. She's always on my good side, Lee Victor is. Yins take note of Lee Victor. She's got good shit to say. Mm-hmm. Now, if I could stop running my mouth so much and finish this beer. Larry Fine, that's Giant Computer, the Fairlight, does a sample of the Beatles Day Tripper on the Fourth Dimension. Oh, really? I never caught that. I'm not so much of a Beatles guy. I don't really know that stuff. And Carlin Reed, what did you say that made him? Oh, don't act like pregnant Doritos Roundup. That is a very deep Devo reference there for you people who are not totally tuned into the devotee world. That is deep right there, Carlin. So anyway, Cardinal Sin loves Disco Dancer. Hey, it took me a minute to get into that one, but I do like it. Well, because I saw that tour, it really means more to me than it would typically. I'm a Dorito dancer. Now you guys are going crazy. I'm going to have to eat a Dorito if you're not careful. So let me see here. Let me see. Wow, you guys, we still have like 20-something people checking us out. That's pretty funny. We're not really doing anything. I'm just talking to you guys. And look, by the way, Sophia, have you changed your mind? Do you want to? I would really love to see the alternative tentacle stuff you got, even just for a minute. Can you just really quickly show us stuff and then you can go away? I would love to see that. Here, Sophia, there's the invite to the stream. Just for a second. You don't even have to show your face, Sophia. You can just point the camera at the stuff. I just want to see the stuff you got. I'm dying. I'm a big fan of alternative tentacles, and I want to see, because I know you're going to hit me to some new stuff. And I know there's going to be lots of stuff in there I'm not familiar with. So, wait, Cardinal Sin, you got to go? All right, dude. Hey, thanks for being here, Cardinal. We appreciate your support, and we love you. Oh, Sophia. Okay, cool. Sophia's going to do it. Thank you, Sophia. I can't wait. Alternative yins. Lee, you have started something here with the yins. Okay, I'm going to go grab another beer while Sophia is getting ready. Okay? Now, I'm going to have Super Chat Charlie. Well, he can't really talk, but he'll host the event for a minute here. Okay? I'll be right back. And by the way, Meowser's cleaning her toes right now. Clean your toes, mothers. Okay. I got the beer. Didn't have to go far. Didn't have to go far for the beer. Thank you, Charlie, for holding it down. All right, so let me scoot up here. I got my foot all wrapped up in bandages and stuff. Oh, my goodness. Crippled up over here, guys. Oh, what is it? Okay, wait. Carlin, I am not familiar with Spindrift. What are they like? What are they like? What are they like, Carlin? Yeah, well, we want to see Sophia Swingle too. Yeah, of course everybody does, Zeb. She's a very popular personality here. But mostly, it's important that she shows what she got from Alternative Tentacles. I know everybody wants to see her. Maybe she's not camera ready, right? So if she's not camera ready, it's okay. We just want to see the pile of stuff, right? Stuff. We are hoarders / collectors, archivists, whatever you want to call it. We want to see the stuff. All right, wait. Charlie's a millionaire? Who's a millionaire? Who's a millionaire? Which Charlie? Who's Charlie? What's Charlie? I think I missed something. I don't know. Oh, kind of cowboy psychedelic stuff. Well, that sounds interesting. You know, over the last few years, I've been getting more and more into, psychedelia, the old 60s stuff. I tend to find stuff sometimes that I resell on eBay, so I have to listen to it, and I find that I like it. I'm liking a lot of prog rock. I'm liking all kinds of stuff that I resell on eBay. But I still sell it because it has to happen. The latest, I believe, is a more fake soundtrack. Oh, okay, wow. That's cool. Super Chat Charlie. That's him. There he is. This, let me just tell you the story. Can I tell you the story about Super Chat Charlie really quick? This is an old Halloween decoration, robot, motorized noisemaker thing. I think it was a Dracula maybe, or a Frankenstein. Can't remember what it was. But back in the late 80s, early 90s, I stripped all the Frankenstein or vampire or whatever the hell it was off of it. I put this toilet. Okay, it used to have a skull here, or maybe it was a jack-o'-lantern or something. I think it was a skull. And then I took the skull off and I put this dollhouse toilet on it, which just happens to fit perfectly with no glue or anything. And then this face, which is just taped onto some electronics. You see how it's taped onto the raw electronics of the light up eyes? This is a Xerox of somebody's face from a Swingin' Singles magazine that I picked up somewhere in the 80s or 90s, and we had it laying around our house, and we would cut pictures and things out of it to use for flyers and stuff. And so this is a Swingin' Single guy here. I don't know his name. I wish I really would have written it down because he's probably long dead, unfortunately. But I wish I could tell him somehow that he's become this entity on YouTube. He's become this character. He's probably having a lot more fun right now than he was in that Swingin' Singles community. So that's Super Chat Charlie's story. Oh, hey, guess who's here? Okay, so Sophia, let me know with the thumbs up when you're ready. She's already ready, and she's camera ready, everybody. You'll be glad to know we're actually going to see Sophia on camera. Hold on a second. There we go. Now, we are ready to see some punk rock and otherwise interesting stuff. Here we go.
Hello.
And there she is. Okay, boom.
There we go.
All right, now.
Very nice.
You got a great package from Alternative Tentacles. Now, can you tell us, do you want to give us a kind of a ballpark of what you spent?
I will. They have a spring sale every year, and they claimed that this year's spring sale was probably their biggest one ever. You could get records for $10 per record and CDs for $1, and they're normally like $18 and
$1.
$8 respectively, I think. So I could not pass up on that offer. So I got a lot. I got it was either 5 or 6 records and I think like 25 CDs, and it came out to $105 for all of that.
That's amazing.
It is.
$1 a CD, that's like thrift store prices. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you going to show us any of it?
Huh?
Are you going to show us some stuff?
I do have some stuff to show. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see this. You got to hit me to some new bands I haven't heard about. Now,
Uh,
was there any Dead Kennedys in it?
no, because since Dead Kennedys aren't on Alternative Tentacles anymore.
Oh, okay. So they don't have any back
No
catalog or
Dead
anything.
Kennedys stuff.
All right.
In terms of records, I did take some chances on stuff that I haven't heard, but I did get some stuff that I do like. I told you before about X Girl. I finally got this
Yeah,
is
you
my
turned me on to
favorite
that.
albums of all time, and I finally was able to get it on vinyl.
Now, what's
It
that
doesn't
called?
actually Endangered Species
What
is the
year did
name
that
of
come out?
this was 2004. It was their last album.
Okay, so that other record that I showed you that I had, the 3 words, bump, 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 what was it called?
Caro.
Yeah, when did
Which
that
I
come
have that right here. I
When
have
did,
the same copy I think that you have. This one.
yeah, okay, that's it. That's the one I happen to
Yeah.
have. But you really turned me on to them when you made me that mixtape. Uh,
Yeah.
because I had never really listened to that record. I think I got it as part of a sample pack from some label or something. I don't know, but I just put it in my collection, never heard it. And then when you sent me that tape, I was like, oh, this is really good.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
And
great.
I got the only thing I got that wasn't on sale was in 2019. They put out the first new recording that they had done in 15 years, and they put it out on a 7-inch.
Oh,
So I
wow.
had to get that,
Is it
and
good?
it's on this beautiful purple vinyl.
Have you heard it yet?
I did listen to it. It's really great.
Oh, I like that logo. That logo is still so
Yeah,
clunky.
their logo is amazing.
That's great. And then the Alternative Tentacles logo too. You can't mess with that either. That's
yeah, you can't mess with it.
Oh wait, that's a different one. Wait, what is that? Let me see that.
It says 40 years of anti-social media on it.
Oh wow, I've never
They
seen
always
the
change it up
version.
slightly.
Oh, that's cool. I've never seen that version. Man, that thing is like burned into my brain like nursery rhymes. I mean, I looked at that logo so many times when I was a kid.
Yeah. And I've got the t-shirt too. So.
Ooh. Yeah. That's cool.
Like
So what's your favorite thing you got out of that box of stuff so far?
I'm really happy to have the X Girl album because I love that album. I got a lot of the CDs that I got came with like mail order flyers you fold out, and it's like a catalog of all of the stuff that they had at the time, and it's really interesting because they'll just have like so much stuff that you can't get on their website now. Like they stated when they were talking about the sale that they were going to make room for some No Means No reissues, which I know you've been getting into them.
Yeah.
And in the one, it was from 2003, which was the year that No Means No left Alternative Tentacles, because that was when the whole Jello versus Dead Kennedys lawsuit was going on, and they weren't sure if they would like be able to. They weren't sure if the label was going to survive, and they wanted to like keep ownership of all of their music, so they just jumped ship just because of that. And they have in that catalog from that year, it's a section that it's like clearance sale, and it's all No Means No and Hanson Brothers.
Oh man!
Like, to be a fan back then, that would have been crazy.
Yeah, it's weird. The No Means No thing is weird because I've seen their name for decades. I've just seen their name in releases everywhere. I never really heard them. And then my friend Dr. October, part of the vinyl community here, he did this video on his No Means No collection and the favorite No Means No albums from his collection. And I was amazed at how the music changed over the years from album to album. And it's all really great stuff, really great stuff. So then I happened to get a gift from Bifocal Media, which is a t-shirt music company here in North Carolina. They sent me a big box and there was 2 No Means No t-shirts in it. And I was like,
I saw that video and I thought that was so cool.
So cool. So now I'm going to have to get me some No Means No on record. And, I can't decide which era I like more. I really like their early stuff. It's very different than what they did later, but really interesting stuff.
Yeah. In terms of other stuff, I got for my dad this Voivod CD because he loves Voivod so much.
Oh, I saw that in your Facebook photo. I saw it laying there and I was like, that looks like a Voivod CD.
Yeah, it's got that great art.
Yeah. So do you like Voivod at all?
Yeah, I haven't like listened to them in depth, but from what I've heard from like my dad playing them in the car, I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah, I like them. I like them, but I don't like them enough to collect them. Like I like Carcass kind of metal way better. But I love the Voivod aesthetic of the logo and the graphics are all pretty much similar from album to album. Very
Yeah, they
cool.
have a really cool look to all their records.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of other stuff that have you ever heard of Zolar X? Because I
Oh, of
got two
course.
CDs of theirs.
Of course. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because in the one CD, Timeless, it's like a chronology of all their stuff, and in the really good and interesting liner notes, they're talking about like they met Kiss one time, and
Yeah.
Ace or whatever the guy's name was became friends with one of the guys from the band.
Oh, that's cool. I think I have that CD. I've never read the cover, the liner notes, but I think that a lot of those guys went to jail or like had some kind of
Yeah,
really
something like that. Yeah.
horrible things happen to them. But the Zolar X actually toured with Thor
Oh wow.
in the early 2000s,
Yeah.
something like that. I remember I wasn't able to go on the tour, but I thought it was so cool that it was happening. Like two like totally different bands touring together. It was great.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew I had to ask you about that because they seemed like the kind of band that you'd be really into.
Yeah, they had this whole thing where they made up their own language and they had those like
Yeah.
blonde bob wigs, like those.
Yeah. And
Almost like,
that they were like super hardcore and they like would dye their hair and dress all weird and just to weird people
yeah,
out. I appreciate the dedication that they had to that.
they were hardcore into their thing.
Totally.
Yeah, I mean, they're to make that look happen, they really had to be
Yeah.
dedicated. If anybody Googles Zolar X and you see how they look and their haircuts or
Yeah.
wigs or whatever they were, man, they were hardcore into
Yeah,
it.
and they're still making music today. That totally wows me.
Yeah, now,
Like they like just like I went on their Facebook page and like a few weeks ago they had released a new single and they have a new one coming out in a little bit.
really, I didn't
And
know.
yeah, I
Oh,
haven't listened to it, but I think that's crazy that they're still around.
that is really great. Now, do you know if any of the original members have passed away or are they still in
I
jail?
don't
Or do you,
I don't think so. I'm not really sure. But
wow.
I just think it's interesting.
I just remember some really weird story about some of them going to jail for crazy stuff, but I
Yeah.
have no idea what it was. But yeah,
Yeah.
they were dedicated to their craft, and if they're still doing it, man, that's even better. That's really what you have to find in life. You have to find that thing that you just want to do for the rest of your life, and you don't care how old you are or what it is or what barriers people put up for you. You're going to do that thing.
Yeah.
You know? It's great stuff. Well, I don't want to keep you, Sophia. I'm so happy that you showed us your alternative tentacle stuff and you told us how much you paid for it. And the fact that you paid thrift store prices for those brand new CDs is amazing.
Yeah.
That's such a cool haul.
That's a lot of room for those No Means No albums on the shelf for them.
Oh my goodness. All right. So keep me posted on what you're getting because you always tend to turn me on to some cool stuff. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And look, don't forget, North Carolina welcomes you and your family whenever you want to come visit.
Sure. Why
All
not?
right. There's lots of record stores here, so keep that in mind.
In the Devo Vault.
And the Devo Vault and the storage space. Oh, yeah, all that's going to happen. Yeah. So, all right. Well, you go have a good night. I won't keep you on camera any longer. And we love you.
Thanks.
See you later. Okay, cool. That was great. Man, she really hooked up from Alternative Tentacles. $1 a CD? I can't believe that. I mean, $10 records, that's nothing to put your nose up to either. That's pretty good. So let's see here. People are talking about the Residents. Peter Graves has a big comment here. At Michael Pilmer, putting me to work with your deep reference comment about Roundup. Not sure if it's related, but I came across Dare to Be Stupid, which Mark hates. Yeah, wait, Roundup. I'm trying to figure out what Roundup is. Oh, wait a second. Roundup. Ha! Sophia's what up? September 5th in NC. What is that, Jeff? What's September 5th in NC? I missed your previous comment. Hello, Jeff Young. Nice to see you, brother. I've known Jeff Young for many years. What is Jeff Young talking about? September 5th in NC. What is that, Jeff Young? I don't know what you're talking about. Hello? Jamie says hello. Oh, Doritos Roundup. I don't even know what the Doritos Roundup. Oh, the Residents. Ah. I bet you Skip's going to that. That sounds cool. Wow. That sounds really cool. The Residents, huh? I can't remember the last time I saw the Residents. I believe it was in North Carolina, though. Tecker Time, while they're still alive. Are you talking about Zolar X or the Residents? Oh, the Residents. Yeah, of course, the Residents. Well, maybe not all of them, but at least one of them is. And wow, I want to know. I'm kind of curious to see what kind of show they would do in 2021. That's interesting. I've been to the Residents' house before in San Francisco, and I was able to look through this 3-ring binder of all these old photos and slides and stuff of their whole career. And it was amazing, man. They, their early days, they were a bunch of naked, long-haired hippies. It was great, man. It was like Kraftwerk started out, long-haired hippies, but they were like way weirder than Kraftwerk. I mean, it was an interesting time in my life when I went out to San Francisco to visit with one of the Residents. He was very super sweet. Sophia says, "Would We Be Alive?" which was covered by Superior Form. Oh. Sophia's always dropping knowledge up in here. She knows music, and she's, just starting out on this planet, really. And she knows so much. She is so full of information. Someday I think her brain's going to pop because it's so full of info. Now let's get a handle on what's happening here. I can't believe so many people are watching. This is amazing. Hey, thanks for all the likes, everybody. I'm going to refresh my YouTube to see what the likes are actually up to because I'm always curious about that. Not that I like numbers. Whoa, the likes are really, wow. Thank you for the likes. I'm not really doing much, but I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I had a rough week. I'm going to take another shot just because I got it here and whatever. We're all hanging out. We're talking. Sophia showed us some great deals she got on music, and that's the way we like to roll. So cheers, everybody. If anybody out there is drinking milk or Coke or urine or blood, the blood of babies, if you're drinking the blood of babies, take a shot with me right now. I unfortunately don't have any baby blood here, but I do have some Crown Royal, which is pretty close. Okay, so shots for everyone, Tecker Time says. Let's put that on the screen. Shots for everyone. All right, here we go. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. Cheers. See, you got to wash one poison down with the other. That's how we do it. Pardon. I don't mean to be rude, everybody. I'm really sorry. I'm scared to see the spiders down south. I don't know what bit me last weekend, but I'm fucked up. I got this crazy ass wound on my foot now. It's all wrapped up in gauze and got all kinds of healing chemicals on it. I guess I'll be wearing this around for the next 2 or 3 days or a week or something. Hey, cheers, yins. Leave Victor. I can't wait till we can all hang out again and go thrift shopping and dancing around at the hotel room party and all that stuff. I just can't wait. Hey, Raspberry 1440 KB is taking a shot of a ham sandwich right now. Now, that was something I would like to see because the idea of a shot is that you do it all in one. You just do the whole sandwich in one gulp, basically. Can you do that? I mean, it could be a small sandwich. It could be a shot-sized sandwich. It would be cute to see a little shot-sized sandwich go whoop, down your throat. So let's see if we can work that out. Raspberry, I don't know if you have a YouTube channel where you provide content, but I think that should be your first video. If you don't have any videos yet, you should do a shot of a little tiny ham sandwich. And I'll do one with you. If you send me a little tiny ham sandwich, I'll do a shot with you. Zeb, love Kraftwerk. Oh, yeah. You know what? I have a YMO Yellow Magic Orchestra 12-inch record that I found in my stuff that I was selling at a record show, and I forgot that I was trying to sell it. So I pulled it out to listen to it because I forgot what it sounded like. So yeah, I'm kind of a fan of YMO, but I'm way more into Kraftwerk for sure. Ozzy. John Lazaro, anytime you want to say Ozzy, you're welcome to here. Ozzy, that's a great word. Hey, cheers, Dead Wax. I don't know if you drink Dead Wax. Do you drink? I can't remember. But if you do, you'll have to come over here and have a drink with me sometime. Oh, Eddie says it was that spider that got away that one time. No, it wasn't. That spider was friendly. I know what you're talking about. I remember now. There was a spider here running across my desk or something. I tried to catch it and I couldn't. I tried to catch it on stream. Hey, wait, Lee. Did you? Okay. Oh, no. Okay. Now, Sophia. Wait a second. Am I getting this right? Sophia is cheersing Lee, Yins. Hey, Yins. Sophia is cheersing Lee. That is a beautiful thing to see. Okay. Lee Victor says, I had to take antibiotics for a nasty spider bite once. Swelled up like a baseball. A baseball? Really? Whoa. Yeah, I didn't have anything like that. Mine was like about the size of a quarter, maybe a little smaller than a quarter, but disgusting nonetheless. Wow, a baseball. Holy crap, Lee. You're messing with some mean spiders. You know, actually what I thought, and this is always how I think about insects and animals. It's pretty, I don't know how ridiculous it is, but I was thinking that spiders typically, they'll only bite if they feel threatened. And I was thinking to myself, how did I threaten that poor spider? How did I make him feel uncomfortable enough to bite me? That really kind of bummed me out. I was like, I kind of want to be nice to the spider. I don't want to bum him out or stress him out. So, that's one thing that came to mind when I found out how to spider bite. Is like, wow, what did I do? How did I mess up? How did I mess up our relationship? We could have had a good relationship with that spider. Sophia is cool, Lee Victor, of course. Everybody knows that. I think actually people show up here to see her more than they do what I have to say. That's for sure. Eddie has a great story. I had a hole in my leg that wouldn't heal for like 3 months from a spider bite. Holy shit. I hope I don't have this thing for 3 months, dude. God, it's on my ankle. I can't really do anything with this thing. I can't. I was going to walk about 20 minutes to go get lunch because I didn't have lunch here. But then I realized I really shouldn't be walking on the spider bite. So then I came back home and then I can't remember what I ended up eating for lunch, but yeah, spider bites. I've never really had one that I've known of in my whole life. So this is my first. Tecker Time says Sophia is eye candy. She's also brain candy. She has a lot of good stuff to say. She will tell you things, and it's the truth. Sometimes I like to theorize how the comic... Whoa, hold on. Chat got away from me there. Sometimes I like to theorize how the comic Garfield represents human condition. That's great. Hey, the wonderful family of Sophia, the Swengels, they sent me a record recently, a Dickies record, a fabulous gift that they sent me that I still cherish. And on the back of their record mailer box, there was an old vintage Garfield. I don't know if it was a stationery page or whatever it was, but it was an old vintage picture of Garfield. So it's funny that you mentioned Garfield there as the human condition, Bagman. Okay, Zeb says, I want Mark to start remixing Are We Not Men with added Eno stuff. Yeah, everybody does. You're not alone there. Oh, Raspberry has another question. I just noticed the Forbidden Zone poster in the back. Yeah, that Forbidden Zone poster was a gift from DJ Lance Rock of Yo Gabba Gabba, good friend of mine. He got that for me, and I love it. My favorite Oingo Boingo album, I would have to go for maybe the EP with a cat on it or Nothing to Fear with the cat on the cover. Not because the cats are on the cover per se, but that doesn't hurt. But those were the first two that I really heard when I discovered Oingo Boingo, was that era. And so those would probably be right. And Good for Your Soul, another classic. Those three right there, pretty important to me. Now, when it gets into Dead Man's Party and beyond, they're still great albums, but it's not the same as the vibe the graphics, just the overall aesthetic of those Oingo Boingo early releases was just, it was just edgy enough and just weird enough and pop enough to totally take me in full throttle. So I like a lot of Oingo Boingo. And Tecker Time's Laughing Out Loud. Tecker Time, we love to make you laugh, and we're going to drink to that. And by the way, here's my ubiquitous Carcass koozie, given to me by Carcass, and given to me by Carcass with my favorite Amstel Light in it. Thank you, Carcass. Jeff, thank you. Good for Your Soul is my top favorite. Oh, it's great. Now, that's the one with Wake Up, It's 1984. Right? Now, I got to tell you, when I was a kid, it was the last night of 1983. I made plans, everybody. The last night of 1983, I got my boombox ready next to my bed. I got everything set up. So when I woke up the next morning, as soon as I woke up, I reached over to that boombox and I pressed play, and it played Wake Up, It's 1984. So that was the very first song I heard on the morning of the first day of 1984 was Wake Up, It's 1984 by Oingo Boingo. And I believe that helped put me on the right path in life. I believe that moment was kind of like a holy moment. If I was a religious person, that would be like kind of this, miracle moment in my life. It'd be one of those like revelation moments, right? I played Wake Up, It's 1984 on the first day of 1984, and I think the rock and roll gods were happy with me at that point, and they led me down this path that I'm still on. Now, Susan Tyrrell, Wayne, from Forbidden Zone, she's the woman in the poster back there. I met Susan Tyrrell not long before she passed away, unfortunately. This is a great story, and I hope you guys have time for me to. Oh, Darren, hey, Darren Zwengel, what's up? Oh, wait, Darren Zwengel says Zeb got a new camera. Oh my God, that's great. We can actually see Zeb now. All right, great. We're gonna have to, Zeb. We're gonna check out your channel. Anyway, Susan Tyrrell of Forbidden Zone fame. I was at a Devo show once. I don't know. It was probably during their Something for Everybody tour, or maybe their Hardcore Devo tour. I'm not sure exactly when it was. I think it was a Something for Everybody tour about 10, 11 years ago. And I was running around doing my thing. I can't remember where we were, but it was somewhere where Susan lived, I guess. I don't remember where she lived. It may have been Texas. It may have been California. I can't remember. But I was running around doing my thing backstage, and I noticed Susan Tyrrell in a wheelchair with some other people. At some point, from a distance, I noticed her. And I was like, oh my God, Susan Tyrrell is here. That is so cool. Then I had to go get back into work, and I was doing my thing. So during the Devo show, there was one point where I was grabbing some things off the stage, probably some costume pieces or props or whatever. And I had this armload of stuff, and I was taking it from the stage through the backstage area to the dressing room where my wardrobe case was, where I had to put out all that stuff. So as I'm going from the stage to the dressing room through this dark corridor, I notice her wheelchair pulls up with somebody behind her pushing her, pulls up kind of like going in front of me in my path. And I'm like, oh my God, I just dropped everything. I dropped all the props, all the costuming. And I was like, oh my God, Susan Tyrrell, I'm a big fan. Can I get a picture with you? She was like, sure, honey. And she had on her wheelchair, she had this really furry purse. It looked like it was made of fake animal fur or something, but it was very furry, like long fur coming off this little tiny purse. And she had it in her lap. And she made some kind of like sexually charged comment about the furry thing in her lap right before we took the picture. So somewhere online, probably on the Devo site or Devo Obsesso or wherever it is, there's a picture of me kneeling down with her next to her wheelchair, and she's got this big furry purse in her lap, and she's got this big smile on her face because she just told me this kind of dirty joke reference, and I'm kind of like smiling, trying to hold back a laugh, and it was just a great moment. So it was that 1 second I posed with her. I gave her my love. She was very gracious and kind and funny and made a sexual joke. And then she rolled away. And then fairly recently after that, we heard that she passed away. But God, it was like a golden moment in my life. It was another one of those moments where the rock and roll gods were leading me. They were leading me. And I just let them lead. You got to let them lead, you guys. So I've lost track of everything I don't know where we are in the chat. Maybe I should drink more. All right, hold on. I'm going to catch up. Darren Zvangel's here. Craig Maddie is here. Hold on a second. I got to tell everybody about Craig Maddie. Craig Trio, The Plastics, Men Without Hats, Wall of Voodoo, Frosted. Nobody knows who Frosted is. Craig Frosted is Jane Weedland of the Go-Go's solo band, which I love. Zig Zig Sputnik, Skinny Puppy. Okay, Craig. Craig is a longtime friend of mine. Craig and I have seen some great shows together. Craig has been to the Devotional at least once with his son. Craig and I saw Bow Wow Wow back in the mid-90s together. I haven't seen Craig face-to-face in years, but Craig, it's great to see you here. Thank you for listening, all those great bands. If anybody here is a fan of pop punk and the Go-Go's, check out Jane Weedland's band called Frosted from the 90s. I think they only put one album out, one 7-inch, and of course a CD album version. But they were great. I saw them a couple times live in California. Great pop punk from Jane Weedland. Love Jane Weedland. Oh, one of the first crushes in my whole life. And anyway, Jane, I've met her a few times. She's always fucking the nicest, sweetest person. Love you, Jane. Okay, so I am trying to find a comment, but I think everybody's talking about other stuff. Now, Zeb, what is this thing with your camera? Okay, so I managed to ruin my iPhone, so no good camera. Zeb, I think that should be your shtick. Your shtick on your channel should be that you always try to get a new camera, but something always goes wrong. I think that should be your thing, so that people go to see the subpar potato cam footage. I love that. I love that there's some kind of problem with getting a good camera. I love that. I just think that adds value to your channel, my friend. Okay, now, if we can catch up on the chat here. What? Christy, you don't need to. Oh, here goes Super Chat Charlie. Thank you, Christy, for the tip. That was very nice of you. Super Chat Charlie would like to show you something called a light up toilet. Now, I'm not sure if you've ever seen this before, but here it goes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was for you. And also, Christy, this is for you. This is the Kiss Firehouse light. Oh yeah. We're going to make it so hot in here. We're going to have to call the firehouse. Oh my goodness. Christy, thank you. You guys are so sweet to me. Love you. Thank you for adopting me as your old child, your elderly child. All right. So Larry Fine, Michael was Mr. Frank Zappa. Wait, Michael was Mr. Frank Zappa was to produce one of Devo's albums, but W missed it. I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of anything Frank Zappa and Devo connection. Never. But now I'm intrigued. Wait, Tucker Time wants a super chat, Charlie. I'll tell you what, Tucker Time. Look on eBay for vintage 1980s or 90s Halloween motorized noisemaker. Maybe Dracula, maybe Frankenstein. Look for the striped pants. Then I will personally give you I'll give you a personal lesson on how to strip everything off of it and put a Xerox face on it and a light up toilet. But you got to find the light up toilet yourself. Now you can probably find the dollhouse toilet like this. It's got this open back to it. See the open back? You can probably find one of those on eBay. Dollhouse toilet. You could make one of these yourself if you really try. And if I really tried, I could make several, which would be really weird. But I'm so close to this one. I have such a relationship with this guy. I've known him for so long. You know, we have talks. So I have a relationship with him. But I would say that if you can make your own super chat, Charlie, you should go do that. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's all. Thanks, Charlie. Christy, we don't need no water. Let the what? Yeah, no, you try Tecker time. If you're able, look, if you're able to find everything here, the toilet, I will send you, because I've scanned his face. I have a digital scan of this face saved. So I will send you a scan of his face and you can make your own super chat, Charlie. You know, I mean, there's room in the world for more than one super chat, Charlie, I think. And there's room in my belly for more beer. So here we go. Out of the Carcass koozie, which is very important. If you don't know who Carcass is and you like any kind of heavy metal sounds at all, you should really look into Carcass. They're the best death metal band ever, in my humble opinion. You know what? Part of me feels like it's weird to be drinking in a room all by myself with my cats sleeping next to me. But you guys are making this really fun for me and entertaining. And I hope I'm doing something for you, because I really appreciate you guys being here. I was really kind of down in the dumps the last couple of days, and now this has totally turned me around. And it's not the alcohol that's turning me around. It's your company. And I appreciate it. You guys always bring up such great topics here in the chat about music and things. And that's super cool. Now, let me ask you this. Does anybody here, besides the Devo show coming up in September in Las Vegas, anybody here have tickets for something that they're going to see later this year, a concert that hasn't been canceled, that is still going on? I'm kind of interested to know what is going to be happening. Carcass worships Voivod, really? Oh, I'll have to talk to them about that next time I chat with them. It won't be an evil twin, Zeb. It'll be an equal twin. Pardon me. Oh, my goodness. Chick Eastwater, we are here with you. Wait, there we go. We are here with you. Jeff Young will drink alone together. Oh, my goodness. My family. Y'all are my family. See, every time I try to click a comment, it moves up and I click the wrong comment. Okay, Michael, did you ever see Jerry Casale on the Ed show, MSNBC? Yeah, I saw that. I think I saw that back in the day. I may have even been in the studio because we may have been on tour. I remember during the Summer Thing for Everybody tour that every now and then we would have to go, or, Jerry or Mark or Bob too, or whoever would be going to do the interviews. We would go to these radio stations and TV shows, and I would always be there because I was taking pictures behind the scenes, and I was just, being a fanboy basically and getting paid for it. But they did several interviews like that back in those days between 2010 and 2012. And that might have been one of them. I don't know. Captain Spaulding. What? What's up, Captain Spaulding? I don't see you here very often. I see you in Rachel's chat a lot when I get a chance to go over there. I have not been hip to Rachel's chat in like 2 weeks because I've been so busy with all this, having people stay in my house for 2 weeks or whatever. But anyway, Captain Spaulding, God damn it. It's good to see you, brother. Thank you for being here. I'm trying to get over kind of a rough week, and you guys are making it happen for me here. Wait. Oh, I just saw John Lazaro, Billy Idol in August. Where? John Lazaro, where? Tell me it's North Carolina. God damn it. Now, Billy Idol, I have a great Billy Idol story. Did I already tell that? Did I already tell that on my YouTube channel? I don't know if I've made a video about the Billy Idol story yet. I may have, but I met Billy Idol back during his Rebel Yell tour, and I have a great story about that sometime. But I'm a huge Billy Idol fan, for sure. So let me know what you're talking about. Wait, look, Ken Van Tessel says local concert venue with packed agenda. Okay, so John, I remember now. I asked you guys a question, what shows you were going to see. You're going to see Billy Idol in August. That's awesome. Ken is going to see a local concert packed with agenda mid-June. Wayne says last time he saw Billy Idol was 84. That's when I saw him, the Rebel Yell tour in Charlotte, North Carolina. Front row. I got a great story about that. I'll tell sometime. Face to face. Playing punk rock bowling? I don't know. Tecker Time. Oh, yeah. Sophie is talking about the Jerry Casale interview. He's talking about Don't Roof Rack Me, Bro. Yeah, that was back when that Don't Roof Rack Me, Bro was current, I guess. Dead Wax. I drink alone. Yeah, with nobody else. I never drink alone. Like, you will never, unless this camera's on, I just can't drink by myself. It doesn't make any sense to me because drinking makes me feel social. So if I'm drinking alone, I'll like start talking to myself or something. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. I don't really drink for the taste. And I don't really drink just to feel drunk by myself, but I like to, it's just a social thing for me. I don't know. It's a weird thing. But Dead Wax, one day you and I are going to meet up, whether it be at a concert somewhere in America or here in North Carolina or wherever we meet up. We're going to meet up someday, Dead Wax. I know it. I know we are. Okay, so Wayne says too much has been canceled already to get tickets way far out. Yeah, well, I mean, it seems like things are starting to solidify into like September for sure. Now, I'm hoping that I will be able to go see a concert in early August, and it would be Green Day with, is it Ween or Weezer? I always get Ween and Weezer confused. Okay, Weezer. It's Green Day, Weezer, and Fall Out Boy. I happen to know the tour manager for Weezer, so I'm going to go to this show, hopefully, to see Green Day. I'm really not a big fan of Weezer or Fall Out Boy, but Green Day I'm totally into, so I would love to see them live. I've never seen them live, so I'm hoping that happens in early August, late July. I can't remember exactly what the date is, but I think it's in Virginia, and I'll be driving there by myself, most likely. But that's the next thing I'm hoping to see. Now, Larry Fine says, back in 1980 on American Bandstand, Jerry Casale tells that Devo is waiting for clearance to tour. God, I don't know. Wow, I don't think they ever toured China. No, I know they did Japan. I know, Sophia, I know they're totally different. I know they're totally different, and then one is way cooler than the other in some people's eyes, but I know so little about each of them that I just always get them confused. But it just takes me a few seconds to figure out who they are, but I have to think about it like, wait, okay, Weezer, Ween. Weezer's the pop band. Ween is the kind of the more underground band, right? I think so. Weezer's the one. Okay, no, never mind. It doesn't matter. Wait, Weezer has great tone. Okay, I believe it. I believe it. Now, here's a story about Ween. Now, back in 1999, Devo did a concert somewhere out west. I'm guessing California. It was Devo, Violent Femmes, and Ween. Okay, and this is one of the very first concerts, Devo headlining concerts that I went to where I was totally hooked up. I was friends. I was backstage. I could take pictures. I could do whatever I wanted. And a friend of the band, Devo, had shown up, and I can't remember his name for the life of me, but he was this, young guy. He was probably a little older than me, but he was a young guy. And I think what he did for a living was he had a private plane and he flew famous people around to places. I don't know. That's what I got from his conversation. So he comes to this show and he sees me backstage, and he walks up to me and says, "Open your mouth." And like an idiot, I open my mouth and he just throws something in it that I swallowed. So pretty soon after that, maybe 30 minutes after that, my mind was somewhere else. I was tripping on something, whatever he gave me. And I guess I opened my mouth because he was a really good friend of Devo. I had met him before. He was a really nice guy. I didn't know what he was talking about when he said, "Open your mouth." But he threw something in there, and then I just tripped my balls off for like the whole set of Ween and Violent Femmes. I don't know what happened during those bands, but it just so happened, and here's the rock and roll gods leading me again. It just so happened that right before Devo came on, and this is before I worked for the band live shows. I was just there as a guest. I didn't have any duties per se. So I was sitting in the audience and I was like trying to like sober up from this weird thing that I'd been given. And just before Devo came on, I was clear. I was like, okay, now I can focus. I can enjoy the Devo show. I'm past whatever I went through for those first two bands. But yeah, I had a chance to see Ween and Violent Femmes, but I was out somewhere else. There's my story. There's my story. And I've totally lost track of the chat again. So I'm very sorry about that. Let me try to scroll back. Weezer blows. Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan. I mean, their songs are catchy. They have that first big hit they had, it's catchy, very catchy stuff. I got to give it to them, but I'm not a huge fan. Okay, Sophia says, I used to get Michael Jackson and Michael Jordan mixed up. That's like two totally different worlds. It's amazing. Oh, Sophia. That is something else. I don't know. I don't know how many times you want to tell people that. Shit. All right. Windsor. Now that's a good one, Ken. I've never thought of it that way. What if they could just get together, right? I'll call them up and I'll say, look, guys, I always get you guys confused. Can you guys just form one band? So I can say, look, I went to see Windsor, and that'll cover everything. It'll be the best of Weezer and the best of Ween all mixed together. Weeper. I like how you said Weeper. Wait, let's see where P is to the Z on the keyboard. Is P near the Z? No, it's totally a different part of the keyboard there, so that was not a typo. You meant to type Weeper. Look, I have a weeping sore on my ankle right now caused by a spider. Damn it. Weeping Wound. Does anybody want to start a band called Weeping Wound? I'd like to do that. All right, so I've totally lost track of things. Wait, did Michael Jackson have a shoe? I don't know. Ween is so much better than Weezer. It's not even close. Well, I wish I knew that. I'm so clueless about both bands. I know that Ween is really way more underground and cool and like probably more interesting. I wish I could have seen them live, but all I saw was colors and lights, and I didn't hear any music at that point. It was a cruel joke that guy played on me. Dang, kids. I know, Lee. What's up, Yins? What is Wenger? That's Wenger and Ween? Or Wenger and... Oh, God. Wenger is another band I can't stand. Let's stop talking about stuff I can't stand. I don't want to give it a negative vibe to the stream. You know what I mean? All right, so Larry says, so the song by Donna Summers, I Feel Love. Oh, that song, basically, I think, from my uneducated mind, that song kind of started the whole electro, like that Donna Summer rhythm track is what started Zig Zig Sputnik, basically. But so the song by Donna Summer, I Feel in My Simmers and Devos, that's good. Industrial version of that song. Well, like I said, Donna Summer started a whole thing with that rhythm track, that I Feel Love. But the track, the rhythm in that is like this pulsating synth pop electro thing that really hadn't been in the mainstream at that point yet. So no telling how Devo and other bands were totally influenced by Donna Summer. I'm a huge Donna Summer fan, the disco era. Love those pulsating synth tracks. I mean, great stuff. Big Donna Summer fan here. Now, Ween are huge Rez fans. Of course they are. And probably Devo. I mean, Weezer's probably Devo fans too. Who isn't, really? Wait, Kip the ballerina. Okay, I don't know what that comment's about, but I'm losing track. Wait, Jason says, I'm going to see the Bay City Rollers tonight. Sean Cassidy is opening up. I don't believe any of that. That's not true. One of the Bay City Rollers just died, didn't they? Jason, I don't know what you're drinking, but you're trying to scam me on this thing. Chick says, oh, Giorgio Moroder. He also worked with Zig Zig Sputnik. So there's the connection there. Ween played right after Devo at Desert Days. Oh, man. Yeah, I would have never been able to see him then because I was busy. Man. The Sean Cassidy Teenage Heartthrob, that's what I'm thinking. Giorgio is incredible. Yes, he is 740. If you haven't heard Zig Zig Sputnik 740, go get Flaunted, the first album by Zig Zig Sputnik. They were a band from the UK that was led by Tony James, who was formerly in Generation X, who also helped Billy Idol write some of his biggest hits. So, yeah, Zig Zig Sputnik. Lizzie Borden, Jason says. Now, I've seen Lizzie Borden releases, and I remember back when I was young, I always get Lizzie Borden confused with Thin Lizzy, but I love Thin Lizzy. But I don't know a lot about Lizzie Borden, so I would like to know more, and I would like to hear more. But I know Thin Lizzy. Thin Lizzy is good shit. And, you know, Thin Lizzy, Phil Lynott of Thin Lizzy did a solo album once where he does a song where I think he either mentions Devo or he does something really Devo influence in the song. I think he actually mentions Devo by name, though, if I'm not mistaken. I have that solo album by Phil Lynott somewhere, and I just can't remember exactly what the reference is. Hey, David, what's up? Nice to see you. You're showing up kind of at the near the end of things here, but I appreciate you being here. I had a rough week, and I was looking forward to tonight to maybe getting a diversion, getting some conversation with people, and it all worked beautifully. I mean, I have really had a great time tonight with you all, and I really appreciate you being here. I know you can't mix it up, Chick, but I was a kid. I was very, very young. It was just the word Lizzie that, it was just that, I don't know. I just made the connection there. Now, Larry says, we'll repeat the comments that I read that Devo went to Germany to record their album, Are We Not Men? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Georgie Murder, Donna Summers, Devo. I don't know. Jamie, what are you doing, Jamie? That is too kind of you. All right, we'll do a little dance. Ooh, do the light up toilet and the eyes. Oh, look at the eyes, look at the eyes, look at the eyes. Super Chat Charlie really appreciates you giving him the work that you give him, because without you, he would not do any work. Now he's on the clock. He's working. And Jamie, thank you. Here's the Firehouse Kiss siren. We're going to get this place so hot, we're going to have to call out the Firehouse. Thank you, Jamie. You are so sweet. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. But I can tell you how much I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot. You got, to be able to do this with you all when I'm all alone here and trapped in my house with no gas in my car, it's great. It's goddamn great. Phil Lynott solo in, yeah, that's what it is, Chick. That record, I think, has a Devo reference on it. Hey, JS. No, I'm not going anywhere yet. Hang around, JS. Nice to see you. David Miller, what's up? It was at Uniamp. I'm missing the connection there. I'm not following you, but that's not a surprise. Michael, have you tried peeing in Charlie's toilet? No, Jason. John. No, it's not a real toilet. It's just plastic. It's a dollhouse toilet. You can't lift the lid. See? It just lights up. There's no peeing in there. That would not be a smart move. Even I am smart enough to know that you don't pee in that toilet. That's a dollhouse toilet. Okay? So take note. Jason would like to mention Slayer. I have a great Slayer story, but I won't tell it now. It was a radio show, David Miller says. Oh, Uniamp. Oh, okay. Have people in the States been panic buying gas? Just in North Carolina, I think. Now, I don't watch the news a lot. I'm not totally up on things, but the way I understand it, it's just basically a North Carolina or maybe an East Coast thing. But yeah, North Carolina, I can't find gas anywhere. My car is sitting in my driveway with like one little pinpoint of gas in the tank, which is probably enough to get me to a gas station to get gas. So now I'm stranded at home for the next, I don't know, however many days, weeks. I don't know how long it'll take to get things back to normal, but I have to be creative about how I go to the post office and the grocery store and to get stuff to eat these days. I don't really know what I'm going to do because I have no groceries here. So tomorrow morning will be a new adventure in figuring out how to get food and how to go to the post office. So here, J.S. Thompson says meow, and I always appreciate meows because I love cats, and cats are gods, and you guys know that I feel that way, and so that's how we are. Now, yeah, Jeff Young says 70% of stations out of fuel. It's the same people that were buying up all the toilet paper, those damn hillbillies. Tell them to stop panicking so much. Tell them to stop watching the news, and then they won't panic. I wasn't panicked about the gas. I just noticed everybody else being panicked about it, and I was like, what's going on? Why is everybody racing around to get gas? If they would have just chilled on the toilet paper and the gas, but hillbillies, what can you expect? Humans, don't make any more of them. They're bad news. Every now and then a good human pops out, but really don't have kids, please. I'll leave it at that. John Sykes, early Whitesnake. I don't know what that's referring to. PA is fine. Anything south of there, not so much. Okay, right. Yeah. So everything's messed up down here. Gas fine here, but $4 a gallon. Lots of gasoline on the West Coast. Okay, maybe you could send me a gallon of that. Send me a gallon of gas in the mail. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to, probably tomorrow, I'm going to have to call on the favor of some friends to get me somewhere because I've got an ankle that's wrapped up in gauze. So I can't really walk anywhere of any distance. But I got to get to the post office. I got to get something to eat at some point. Oh, God. Yeah, it's not really a gas shortage, Dead Wax. There's a gas shortage. It was a gas panic. All the hillbillies that watch the news got all panicked about some news story about a gas line being hacked. And they all went out and bought like bins and barrels and pillowcases full of gas like idiots. I don't know. What do you expect, really? I don't expect much from humans. But yeah, it's all screwed up over here. Now I've got no gas in my car and I'm trapped. Yeah, it's artificial crisis. That's what Carlin Reed said. It is an artificial crisis. It's fueled by the media. People who are glued to their TV sets and their news stations all day are very prone to falling for that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's bad in Georgia. Yeah, I know. It's like ridiculous, but it doesn't have to be bad. If all these people wouldn't have bought like all these storage tubs full of gas, you can only hope that their homes explode because they have too much gas stored around it, right? Crazy hillbillies. Let's start a band. Tecker time. Crazy hillbillies. Not to get political. Oh, wait. After COVID, this is no biggie. Yeah, I know. Not to get political, but the 2020 election involved politics. That's probably why I didn't pay attention to it. John Lazaro. Sophia, I hope you're not offended, but I know you have a wrench. Every time you say gas, I think of Sophia now. There was no gas shortage there, though. I'm sure of it. Chick Eastwater, Sykes wrote, "Is this love still the night? Love in a stranger?" Oh, okay. I got you. Jason, hillbillies, they can't be any worse than overt liberals. Overt liberals, huh? Oh, boy. Overt liberals. Well, the worst liberals to me are the really wealthy ones. They tend to complain about a whole lot more than us poor liberals. One word, wrench. Well, let's just leave that up there for a while. We're going to leave that comment up there for a while as a reminder to all you who might want to mention anything about gas. Geez, you guys. Now, Lee Victor says, if only you had batteries in that gas machine. Look, anybody, I can't go to the grocery store to get AAA batteries for this, but I need AAA batteries for the fart machine. Hopefully by next Thursday, this will be worked out. And hopefully I'll have enough Doritos to last me to next Thursday. Oh, God, who knows what's going to happen? Okay, I know, Sophia, I said I was going to leave that up there for a while, so I will. Okay, here, Darren, your father has something to say, Sophia. 7:40 a.m., people in the States panic by everything. 40% of the population is dumb as a rock. Wait, you think only 40%, Darren? Whoa, dude, I think it's way more than that. I mean, just look around. Come on. It's way more than 40%. Larry Fine, don't you all wish you can have evolved to Mr. Spock? Well, I don't know much about Star Trek, but Mr. Spock seems like a cool guy to me, Oh, Dead Wax. I should have sent you food instead of records. Look, I can eat the records, man. I can eat the records. At least I can listen to the records when I'm hungry, and it'll make me less hungry. I appreciate that, though, Dead Wax. You fucking rule. I can't believe you sent me something. That's really cool. Jason, if only G.G. Allen were alive to help us through this all, he would just throw poop at us. Don't call him back. He'll just throw poop. Oh, no. Chick, you were on a live stream with Tawny. Oh, I was never a big fan of the music videos that she did, but it's she's a rock and roll legend in her own right, and so that's sad. But it's cool that you got to be on a live stream with her. That's really cool. Jason laughing, but not at Tawny. He's not laughing at Tawny. I picked the wrong comment. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Whatever feels real. Fear is real. Fear controls, and fear is all out there to take advantage of you. Yeah, that was sad. Her passing. Yes, it was. Doritos soup. Yum. Doritos soup. There is no such thing. Come on. There's no such thing as Doritos soup. You're kidding me. Come on. All right, so I'm going to eat a Dorito now. This is the start of my dinner. Here we go. This is what the gas shortage does. Well, the fake gas shortage. This is what the gas hoarders do to simple folk like myself. This is dinner. All right? I'm sorry to eat dinner in front of you, but I'm starving. All right. Okay, I'm full. See, you got to train yourself to shrink your stomach so that 2 or 3 Doritos are that's a meal. Oh, I am Hot Frog. Oh, Fear is still an awesome band, I think. I think they're still doing it. Yeah, and Hot Frog, thanks for being here, buddy. Dead Wax, the news sucks. Yeah, I don't watch the news. Every now and then I'll come across a headline by accident when I'm scrolling through my phone or looking at these dumb notices that come to my phone that I don't really want. Like, did you know that somebody got killed in Greensboro? Flashing. I'm like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know that. Don't tell me things, phone. Think of Tawny cavorting in that huge champagne glass. I know she had a great kind of in the rock and roll world. She has a great place in that history. Jason, of course, I love the special. I was very much into that 80s revival of ska specials, Bad Manners, the Selector, so many of them. Fun Boy 3, which was what the specials kind of became after specials broke up. Tons of ska bands, the Acrylics, the Toasters. I was into a whole lot of that 80s revival ska stuff, and I still listen to that for sure. No problem, says Hot Frog. Let's see. The Devo Ween show you were speaking about, David Miller says. Yes, what about it, David? I told a little story, and I hope you heard it. Zeb says, Michael Pilmer, price for a pack of Doritos here in Norway, they want €4. Wow. Doritos are like it's like a rich people food out there. Like an import food. Bagman says, hey, Michael, if worse comes to worse on local travel, you can live off water for a few weeks. Oh, yeah. And believe me, Bagman, I've done that before. Usually when I get sick, which really hasn't been in like a year and a half, but when I get sick with a flu or a cold or whatever, I usually take advantage of that and then fast. I usually try to not eat as much as possible because I don't have an appetite. So I figure, we'll just fast and we'll just trim the diet down for as long as we can until we have to start eating normal again. So usually being sick helps me kind of stay, slim. Oh, now Chicky was, the stories she had. Her real name was Julie. Oh, wow. I wish I knew more about her, Chick. I really don't know much about her, but she sounds really expensive. I mean, expensive. I'm looking at this. She sounds really expensive. I was looking at this comment when I said that. She sounds really interesting and cool. The movie Clue stars Lee King from Fear. No, Lee Ving. Yeah. Yeah, Lee Ving's a trip. I talked to Lee Ving on the phone once. And we talked a little bit about Devo. He's a Devo fan, of course. And we talked about maybe him doing some live streams on YouTube. This is a long time ago, years ago. And he was funny to talk to. He was like, yeah, my kitchen. I think he called it the shithole or something. He was like, yeah, it's a real shithole. It's like, I got all these boxes stacked up in my kitchen from I got divorced and I moved out here from the divorce and I still got all my stuff packed up in boxes and it's all in my kitchen. So I call it the shithole and I can do a live stream from the shithole. And I was like, yeah, you could do a Devo cover on your acoustic guitar and I could put it on the Devo site. He was all into that. Oh yeah, I love Devo. I can do Mongoloid or something. So anyway, leaving was pretty cool to talk to on the phone. And that was the only time I talked to him, that one time. Yeah, he was in the Wildlife too. And I think the Wildlife may have had an Oingo Boingo song on the soundtrack. Oh, you guys, my foot is hurting me for some reason. The spider bite's killing me right now. Okay, Zeb says a pack of 20 cigarettes will cost you 13 euro. Yeah. If you're smoking cigarettes nowadays, quit it. Just quit it. It's too expensive and it stinks. There's much better habits to get into. Now, everybody, I think what I'm going to do is, it's a little after 9. I am getting to the point where I think my foot has to be elevated because it's kind of like feeling weird. Maybe the gauze wrap I have around it is too tight, but my foot's kind of getting numb. And I think I just need to get up and move around and do some stuff. But anyway, you guys have been here most of you guys have been here for over 2 hours. And anybody who has shown up tonight, I totally appreciate you being here because I was kind of down in the dumps. I wasn't feeling very great today. I almost didn't want to do the stream, but I did. And all you guys showed up and I'm really happy I did it. Dead Wax. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Thanks for coming next week too. I'll try to catch up with you on Rachel's stream, but I'm just catching up with a bunch of work and stuff right now. And I will be over there eventually. So I guess I'll finish this beer here, right? Anybody drinking with me right now? Let's finish our drink. And then I'm going to figure out why my foot is numb. And then I'm going to feed the cats and go to bed probably. So, thank you for making a shit week end on a very positive note, you guys. I really mean that. Your company tonight has really, and it's going to make me sleep well. And I appreciate your virtual friendship here. And for all the people who sent tips, obviously, you're much appreciated. And that is way above and beyond what you need to do here. Just your presence here is enough. And thank you for your conversation. Rachel, the Music Man, showed up earlier to say hi. Thank you all. Now, let's do this. I'm going to drink this rest of this beer while making noise with this circuit bent baby room monitor by Fisher-Price that was given to me by some street punks in Canada maybe 10, 11 years ago. Still works great. Okay, so here we go. First of all, let me say, Lee Victor. Let's leave your comment up there until we go. Always good to hang with Jins. See, Lee Victor likes hanging out with you guys too. So, Darren, thank you for a good stream, Michael. Thank you for that comment. Okay, so we're going to do this. First, I'll say, may the rock and roll gods bless you as they have blessed me. And you know I mean that. And now we're going to do this. Here we go. Thank you all. Here's some noise. I love noise. Oh, my God. Thank you.